Hello all and welcome to the latest Craft Mania Sunday Showcase. I'm Jamie and I'm going to be your host today as I take you through a brand new product on an amazing special offer which I hate to tell you is probably going to cost you money. Today we have boxes full of colour schemed products. They're basically embellishments and ribbons and really lovely bits and pieces that you're just going to want. They're amazing. There's 4 different colourways to the boxes. I'm going to show you each of the boxes and then I'm going to show you the cards I've made with them as we go and tell you a little bit more about each of them en route. There's actually 12 samples I'm going to show you today, so there's a lot to see, but I'll try to be as quick as I can. Now, one of the things that's worth mentioning with these is you will actually get all your products in these really handy boxes, which of course can be decorated, can be used. You could of course put a card in here if you wanted to, turn it into a mixed media project. There's a lot you can do with an empty box if you wish to. But the contents of it is where the excitement really begins. In each of these, we have an approximate value of about £32 worth of stock. Now, these boxes are only £15 if you wish to purchase them per colour. And if you wish to buy all 4 colours, then we have another special offer for you. But we'll chat about that in a little while. Let's take you through the boxes, see which ones you like, and then we'll worry about how you can save even more money. So, for a start off, this is one of the products you're going to get. In here, we have loads of different sentiments. You get different quantities and different colours. But just to give you a little idea, in here you get love you, new baby, with love, good luck, thank you, just for you, best wishes, thinking of you, congratulations, happy anniversary, for a special friend, on your special day, happy Mother's Day, belated birthday wishes, happy birthday, and birthday wishes, all in varying quantities. So you're getting an awful lot of sentiments in there. There's actually 100 pieces in that first packet alone. So I'm sure you can think of lots you could do with them already. We then have a packet of tags. Now in here, you're actually getting 64 tags and 2 metres of ribbon to hang them on. We then have a packet of 12 mesh flowers, that are actually wired. So there's quite a lot we can do with these. We can actually shape them about quite a bit if you wish to. But the pack of 12 are just really lovely to work with. We then give you a packet of ribbon rosies, and in here you get 18 rosies. We then have self-adhesive foam glitter butterflies, which are just really lovely to work with. You don't have to use them as self-adhesive. There's a lot we can do with them as well. There's 14 in that packet. So as you can see, you're getting an awful lot of pieces for your money here. You then get a pack of 10 wooden shapes. Now these ones have been painted purple, but they are actually wooden. So they again might go quite well with your mixed media projects and your wooden and your MDF bits as well, if you wish to do that style of crafting. You then also get a packet of 50 crystal flower gems. We then have a packet of tassels. Now these tassels are really good as well because they come on quite a long cord, which I'll show you on my samples in a minute. But you can actually wrap them around your card if you wish to, or of course you can cut them about a bit if you don't want to. But you're getting 5 tassels in that one. We then have a packet of foam flowers, to which you get 14 in here. Once again, these are self-adhesive, so you don't have to worry about gluing them. They can be used just as they are. We then have ready-made tiny bows. Now, I do quite like making bows, I'm not going to lie, but to try and get bows that tiny and keep them all uniform like that would be a nightmare. The good bit with these is they're also self-adhesive, and you're getting 18 of them in that one. We then have matching butterflies to go with them wide flowers we had a little look at earlier, and in this packet you're getting 10 of them. We then have some really beautiful flowers. Now I know you can't see all of them in here, but you actually get 9 flowers. There's one doubled up on the back here, and there's quite a lot we can do with these. We can use them as they are, we can shape them if we want to, we can even layer them up to give us different effects, but again I'll show you that shortly. But they are really nice flowers to work with. You then get a bundle of mixed ribbons and fibres. Now in here it may not look a lot, but there's actually 10 metres in this. So I'm going to open this one up just to show you. They've really packed it in quite tightly, and there's quite a lot in there that you could make bows out of or wrap ribbons around, but a lot for your money in that one as well. We then have fabric flowers. Now in this bag you get 9 fabric flowers. As you can see, you get different shades and different designs, different sizes. We then have, now these are 12 pieces of die-cut Union Jack tags and presents. There's even a cup of tea and a teapot in there as well. Then we have little dresses with matching bows already attached to them, which are quite plain to begin with, but of course you could glitter these up and colour them in a bit if you wanted to, but you get 4 of those in that packet. This is one of my favourites. I really like these. These are already die-cut frames. Now, I know a lot of you have got dies that you could make frames with, but it's quite lovely that you don't have to cut them out and that they're already done. And I know when I've tried to match nested shapes up to try and get perfect frames, I always end up with one bit fatter and one bit thinner. Well, with these you don't have to. They're going to be done perfectly for you. And in here you get 20 of those different frames and bits. We then have felt self-adhesive butterflies, which although they're quite flat, we can actually 3D them a little bit if we want to. And in that set, you're getting 6 of them. We're nearly at the end, I promise. But this is a good thing, isn't it? It just shows you just how much you're getting for your money. In this one, you get 10 pieces of layered felt self-adhesive flowers. And then lastly, in this box, we have these, which are our 20 spring garden butterflies and flowers self-adhesive fabric shapes, and that completes your box. So as you can see, for your £15 you're actually receiving 20 packets of items, which, as I say, we're conservatively estimating a rough estimate of about £32 if you was to buy these products at standard full price. But of course, as I say, you can get them all in this box for just £15. Now, one thing I would like to really stress with this lot is it's good quality. It is made by a genuine craft company. It hasn't been made for a pound store. It's not glue that's going to fall off and gems that are going to fall to pieces. They genuinely are very good quality products. We've been very lucky that we've been able to get hold of some bankrupt stock, basically. They'd made it for another company and they cancelled their order. So we've been able to buy it up cheap for you and pass it on in these wonderful bundles. So it is genuinely good quality products at incredibly cheap prices. And when we talk of like the pound shops and that, even if you bought these at a pound shop, you'd be paying at least 20 quid for it. That's if you could find some of the wonderful things like this in them sort of stores, which I really doubt you could. So a very good price point for such an amount of stuff. But anyway, there's enough of me enthusiasing about how wonderful it is. Let's show you a couple of the things I've actually made with some of mine. So we'll start off with this one. This card has got one of the ovals on it that you receive in your frame pack. You can then see we've got the mesh butterflies, we've got the paper flowers, all come out of that, and of course we've got the little sentiment as well. So I've kept my cards quite simple today, simply because I had to try and get 12 done in one day, and I normally only manage about 9 or 10. So I have squeezed in a couple of extra ones, so I have kept them quite simple, but I wanted to show you how this set could go on to make quite a few different styles of cards quite quickly and quite easily. For my next one, we have a stepper card, and on this one, I've again kept it quite simple. We have the rectangle frame out of the set of frames. We have the flowers using the small and the large again. You've even got the little bows, self-adhesive bows done on the tabs as we go up it as well. And of course, we've got the sentiment and the little stick-on butterflies too. So quite a few of the little bits out of this pack used on that one. Then if we move to the card in the front here, we have just a square easel. Now this one again's got quite a few bits hidden away on it. We have the sentiments, we've got the little gems that you see in the packet earlier. We've got the little dress, to which you can see I've added a little bit of glitter onto it. In the background here and on the base, we've got these big doilies. Now these don't come included with any of the boxes, but they are brand new today, so I did want to show them to you. We have 3 different sizes of doilies. There's a 5.5 inch, a 6.5 inch and a 7.5 inch doily. And you're going to get 4 of each of those in a packet for just £1. You're going to see these doilies used quite a lot through my cards today. Of course, the same as with the boxes, you can request to have the doily pack held in store, or of course you can buy them online, or you can even click and collect them so you can get them in store that way as well. But we'll chat about all of that a little bit later. But the doilies are one of the lovely products we're going to show you today. And you can see that we've got the small one used as the base and the background for this one. The butterflies here, they actually come out of another one of the colourways that I'll be showing you shortly, one of the boxes. And they're actually just peel-offs, standard peel-offs. And I've added my own white glitter to the top of them. The glitter, again, you will see in one of the boxes a little later on. The products do vary every now and again, so you will see different bits like these coming up shortly. And the glitter over the top of the peel-off. If you haven't seen me do this before, I do actually have a little introduction video, little top tip one actually, where I do this, and you can pop off and see that. But in short, if you take your peel off of the sheet and sprinkle glitter over the back of it, it prevents it from being sticky, which then means you can 3D them like I have on here, and nothing is sticky. It turns them more into a three-dimensional embellishment than just a flat sticker. But I'll post the link to that video in the comments and the descriptions, so you can go off and have a little look at that one if you wish to. There's also a little bit on there where I show you how you can pixie powder peel-offs as well. So if you haven't seen that video, you might appreciate seeing that one. Let's move on to your next box and show you another colourway. So we'll just squidge this lot over a bit. My tables simply aren't big enough for you to see all of this laid out in one go for our 4 different sets, but we will try our very best. So moving on now, we are on box 2. Now, by the way, again, the same as last week, we have coded these. So if you do want to order by text or by phone, the first box I show you was code box 1, and that's your purple set. We're now on code box 2, and this is what we're calling our white set. You will quickly see there are other colours in here as well, but white is the predominant colour, so we will go with that. Now, a lot of this will seem similar to what you just see in the last box, but there is a few surprises along the way. So we'll whisk through this one a little bit quicker. We have our foam flowers. We have our Union Jack tags and teapots. We've then got our wire flowers, our fabric flowers, our self-adhesive butterflies, our tassels, our gems, which are the floral gems for this one. We then have, new to this box, little diddy dots, little crystal gems, and in there you're getting silver and orange, and they're in a couple of different sizes. You get 100 in them ones. We also have little handbags. We then have little tiny bows, some more tags and ribbons again. We then have flowers on top of that, the paper flowers like we showed you a little while ago. New to this one, we also have a card of ribbons, and on this one you're getting 5 metres of ribbon. We then have them wonderful sentiment banners again, so again 100 in there, just different colours this time. You're also getting a little box full of sort of iridescent shimmery hearts, which are quite lovely because they've got this really nice detail around the edge of them as well, and they've already got holes in them, so you can attach them and hang them to bits if you want to, or of course we could use them in shaker cards and bits like that as well. So again, lots of uses for them. We then have the paper frames, the felt flowers, the butterfly felt self-adhesives again, and then new to this box we also have our glitter, which, as I said, I'd used on the previous card that I show you. The good bit with this glitter is that it's white glitter, and it's also white glitter pieces in with it. So if you're doing Christmas cards, this makes a really lovely snow effect as well. So that might be worth mentioning. And again, incredible value. And normally just alone for a pot of glitter that size in store, you'd be paying £2.99. So again, when you're thinking of your £15 price point for your whole bundle, it quickly shows you how much of a saving you can make on this. This is another one that you're going to get in this box set. It's your last item, but there's just so much in here, it really should count for 6 items. Each one of these tubs is just filled full of gems or sequins or fabric flowers. There's just so much in it, and the good bit is you can use the tub time and time again, but there really is just countless pieces in there that you can do quite a lot with if you wish to. So that completes your white set. So there's your 20 items for that. So let's show you a couple of the cards I've done with it. So I've kept this one quite simple. This one is using one of the frames out of the set. I've then used one of the ribbons off of the ribbon card, wrapped around the frame to cover it up, but used the frame as my base. Really, really simple, this one. We've just got the sentiment layered, and then a little selection of the felt flowers and the felt butterflies tied in with a little bow as well. So a really quick card to make, but it just shows you how nicely some of the colours can come together from that. Although we're calling it the white set, as you can see, there's quite a lot of creams and beiges in that one as well. So that's your first card from this one. Next up, card number 2. Now I quite like how this one turned out. This time we've got the oval frame used in the back. There's also a white frame in the middle just to close it down a little bit, and then around here we've got them really nice wired flowers. Now if we look at these, you're going to notice that in the middles of them you get these nice little white sequins or yellow sequins. Well, I didn't really feel that they did as much for my card as I wanted them to. So over the top of them, I've actually foam padded in the little sort of taupe flowers from in here and added them to the middles of each of them just to give you a bit of a different dimension. And I've also added one to my matching bow. Again, the ribbon for this one comes off of the card of ribbons. So it just shows you that every little bit of this can be used somewhere, and there's quite a lot we can do with this. Moving on to card number 3. This time, oh, I've lost a bow or a little gem, but we'll come back to that later. On this one, we've got the large doily, so don't forget your doily pack. We've got the large one this time on quite a large 8x8 card. We've then got the paper flowers going around the side here. I've added in my own die cut for the leaves, which of course you can do. I know loads of you have got different floral die cuts and leaves. Why not mix it in? It doesn't have to be one or t'other. In the corners, I've also used one of the punches that if you were lucky enough to get these, they were on a showcase a couple of weeks ago. But I wanted to show you, of course, you can use that with your doilies and your new products from this set. We then have more of the ribbon off of that lovely card of ribbons, and then of course we've got more of them really nice floral rhinestone gems going around the side too. And not to forget our yellow felt butterfly. Now, as I said, they are quite flat in the packet, but if you take a foam pad and stick a foam pad in underneath the wings, it will give them a little bit more dimension. So don't be afraid to move them up a little bit if you wish to. That completes box number 2. Now, don't forget that's your white box. It's only £15, the same as all 4 of the different boxes. And we will move on to our pink box. Now, this is code box 3. And again, we have the same value roughly in this one. Loads of bits to tease you about here. So let's show you this one. We'll start off with these. This one is a packet of floral sequins, which I've actually used in one of my shaker cards, which are really lovely. We then get a packet of buttons, which are new to this box. And we get a nice big box full of pink rhinestones as well. We then get a nice little carded packet of different shades of rhinestones. You also get different sizes in this one, and there's actually 100 in there. They never look a lot, do they, in these little packs, but there is actually 100, so good value for money still. We then have the pink Union Jack set, the pink wired flowers, the pink tassels, the pink dresses, you've seen those, the pink flower gems, the pink self-adhesive butterflies, the pink fabric flowers, pink tags with matching ribbon, the pink self-adhesive bows, pink self-adhesive foam flowers, the 100 sentiments in different shades of pink and different topics, the felt pink butterflies, nearly forgot what I was then. Another little box full of rhinestones as well, tied in over there. They're quite nice as well because they're teardrop. So you'll see them on one of my cards in a minute as well, but they're quite stunning, those ones. I like them. We then have a bottle of pink glitter. We then have the wooden box of shapes again, this time painted pink. And we have another one of the ribbon bundles. So again, incredible value, loads to choose from, lots you can do with it. So let's show you a few of the cards I've made from this set. So we'll start off with this one, which is, this sounds quite lovely actually, because it's using one of the dies I'd got left over that I'd pre-cut for last week's Sunday Showcase. If you haven't seen last week's Sunday Showcase, it sold out so quickly and we struggled all week to keep it in stock. We had multiple deliveries and we're still sold out of quite a few of them. But this die is left in stock as an individual. It's $16.99. It comes with its matching pointed flower on the front here. And again, this is just showing you a different idea of what you could do with it. It also matches in quite nicely with the detailed work on the doilies if you do end up with the doilies as well. On the front here, I've actually done this on white card and I've gone over the top of it with my metallic gilding polishes in pink. Again, if that's a product you haven't seen, we do have a video on that and they're just really Moorish because like this, it takes white card and turns it to the colour you wish for it to be. Obviously, down to the colours you've purchased, but this is just the pink blossom one and it's one of my favourites. So they're lovely products to work with. Around the rest of the die cut, we have these really nice little fabric-y wired flowers that I've stuck on top of each time there is a flower in my pattern on my die cut. We've then got another one of the large doilies at the bottom here with them really nice rhinestone flowers stuck on around that. And we've got the Just For You out of the sentiment pack as well. and not to forget the little dress in the middle. So quite an easy card to do. Again, none of these are complicated today, but hopefully you'll agree it's quite pretty and nice to build up these embellishments to create that style. Obviously on today's cards I'm trying to show you as much as I can the different embellishments and the way you can use them, but when you actually come to make your own cards you might find they take a bit more of a back seat to what I've done with them, because that's the joy of an embellishment, isn't it? You're just going to add a little bit here and a little bit there, but it's a good way for you to see a few of them out of their packets actually in use. So on to our next card. This one again is using the doilies. We've got the large doily and the small doily. And then they're them really nice teardrop rhinestones we were looking at a moment ago. Now the nice bit with the doilies is there actually a little gap here for them to fit perfectly into if you want to. In the corners of here, again I've used the punches from the Sunday Showcase a couple of weeks ago just to give you a different look at those again, and I've just added my little crystals or rhinestones onto them. They're actually the ones out of this little packet, the one where you get the different sizes and different colours in it, so they really are quite lovely little rhinestones. I've also added some to my outside doilies as well, and the little flowers in the top here, and even added some onto my butterfly also. The butterfly from this one is the white butterflies. Now you may have noticed with your colour scheme in this box you get pink butterflies. The white one actually comes from the white set of butterflies, so I have cross-contaminated a little bit in between my boxes, so do bear that in mind. It might mean you need more than one box to make exactly what I have, but it's good to show you how you don't have to stick with them as per box. Why not get a couple of boxes and mix it all up and make a few different things? On to this one. Now this is, I've spoke about shaker cards before. I hate making shaker cards, usually because they leak and I'm really bad at getting them not to leak. Well, with these bits, the good bit is I'd have to be really bad if they fell out. Because they're quite big bits, I could have quite large holes before they leave the box. So they are quite safely in there. In my box I have got the iridescent flower sequins, and then I've gone to town and I've thrown in about half the box of my rhinestones as well. Now that might seem slightly extravagant, and of course it is slightly extravagant, but when you're getting these items this cheap, you can be extravagant. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to cost you a fortune. For years, these little rhinestones, we did them in a packet and you got about 20 for £1. It would cost me virtually a mortgage to put that many of them rhinestones into this box. But with this price point for this amount of items, you can afford to be extravagant. We also have the white butterflies on here that you haven't yet seen. They're going to come up in the next box set. So as I say, there is a bit of cross-contamination. We also have the ribbons here. That does come out of your ribbon bundle. So that is one of the ones that you will find hidden away in this bag. There is loads in here, loads of different fibres and ribbons and bits. They really are great fun and worth a fortune, to be fair, the amount of ribbon you're getting in there. If I remember right, it was 10 metres. Quite easy for you to add up quite a few pounds on just trying to buy 10 metres of odd ribbons. So one thing I think you're really going to appreciate from any of the boxes that have got them in is them little bags full of them. And of course we have one of the little sentiments as well. Now it's worth mentioning my outside of my box, this beautiful embossed pattern. Now if you've watched a lot of my videos you will have seen these. We launched them just before Christmas. They're embossing folders that have a die in the side of them that cut out, and it'll actually cut that hole out for you. You just send it through your machine as you would any normal embossing folder, but while it's in there it will also cut that hole out. We have these back in stock and we are still honouring the offer. So there are 6 different designs. We have a rectangle, a heart, an oval, a circle, an archway, and then our butterfly sort of ornate panel one. You get all 6 of them for just £25. They're actually meant to retail for £35.94 and were recently seen on Hochanda for £40. So again, really, really good offer. But we have been struggling to keep them in stock since before Christmas. Every time they come in, they are sold out in hours, and I mean literally hours. So if you do like the look of them, do get them quickly while you can. Again, there is a video for them. I will post that in the comments and the description and share it so you can have a little look at that one. But it does show you all 6 of the folders and lots of cards we made for that showcase with them. And I think that's another thing you might want to be adding to your shopping list. But it does look lovely. And when I did that video, I said how I wanted to make a shaker box under it, but run out of time. But I finally got to get back and actually make what I wanted to show you that all of them would make really nice, pretty shaker boxes as well. So, let's move on to your last colour scheme. Now this one is code box 4 and this is our black box. Again, we've called it a black box just because that's sort of the predominant colour, but there is lots of red and white in here as well. I didn't actually really get a chance today to make any white work cards, but of course with these boxes, especially this one and the white one, there's loads in these that you could do for that. I've kept them very much to the colour schemes of the boxes, but you really could mix this up a lot more than I have if you wish to. So quick run through of this one. Again, we have our fabric flowers. We then have our self-adhesive bows, our self-adhesive funky foam glitter flowers, self-adhesive funky foam glitter butterflies. We then have the red, white and black dresses. We've then got, oh, this is new and again, very much worth money. These ones are self-adhesive pearls. There's 100 in here, or 99 I should say, sorry, 99 pieces. We sell these normally for $2.99, so again it's showing you what good value you're getting in here. And of course, as you can see, you're getting them in 3 sizes, which comes in really handy as well. We then have more die-cut Union Jack pieces, including teacups and bits. These are quite nice as well. You get 100 gems in this one, but they're actually different shapes. So you've got hearts and rectangles and circles and different bits in that one, but 100 of them. We then have the tags again, which once again there are 64 tags, 2 meters of ribbon. We then have the black MDF cutouts. We've got the black, red and white tassels. We have black, white and red roses. The flowers are just to die for. I love them in this colour scheme. Again, don't forget you are getting more than you can see. There is a white one tucked under that red one. We then have the red, white and black sentiments, 100 in that one again. We then have a new shape in our large rhinestones in the packets. We've got these really nice faceted ovals. We then have, oh, I showed you the butterfly from this one used on that previous card. These are the little self-adhesive butterflies, the spring garden butterflies and flowers. Again, self-adhesive, really lovely to work with once again. We then have the big felt felt butterflies that are self-adhesive, and then we have the felt flowers again. And I love these colour schemes. I think they're really lovely. And again, if you are thinking of Christmas, the red in this might help you lend towards Christmas a bit quicker if that's something you're thinking of doing. We also have an alphabet bag. So in here you've got the whole alphabet. There's actually 48 pieces in a variety of colours again. So you've got your red, white and your black. And they're really nice glittered ones as well. So they might be quite nice for your mum, your dad, your love words for Valentine's. Again, Valentine's is just around the corner. All this lovely bit might come in quite well for that. And then unique to this pack, and I show you this on one of the very first cards I show you, we have a set of peel-offs. Now in here, you've got the red ones at the front, obviously with your butterflies, your flowers and your twiddly bits. Behind it we have a whole white sheet of butterflies that you see on one of the very first cards. And then at the very back of it we have a whole sheet of text. And they're all full-size sheets, by the way. And the text has got everything, a whole mixture of different occasions and sentiments on there. So again, worth quite a bit of money on their own. These would normally sell for 79p a sheet. So you're getting quite a bit of money in that one too. So onto the cards I've made with this one. So first of all, we have just a really simple card using one of our toppers. With that are just our standard toppers that we sell in the store. A bit of background paper behind it, but actually from the set we've got the 3 different flowers. We've got the sentiment out of the sentiment bundle. And then I mentioned earlier about the tassels having string on them. The string literally goes the whole way around the card if you want it to. And then you can set it to hang however high or low you wish for it to. I also cut down one of my tassels, so if you think they look a bit too long and you want to trim them down a bit, you can do. You can make them as long or as short as you want to. So again, gives you a bit of a different option. But that's card number 1. Again, quite simple, quite easy, but gives you a nice red, white and black scheme. On this one, we have the peel-offs out of the pack, the red flowers going down the sides there, and I've joined them around the side of my twisted easel, and these are, of course, the butterfly ones. Then actually on the front here, we have the dragonflies off the peel-off sheet, and I've glittered them on the back this time so that they can stick up in the air, and we have another one of our sentiments on that one again. Of course, all of the pearls going on around here, the little loose black and red ones, and even the white ones on the flowers come out of our $2.99 value pearl gems pack that you're going to get in your £15 bundle. And then lastly, I wanted to show you that you don't have to put the red in if you don't want to, which of course the colours are optional. And I've just gone for a bit more of a monochrome colour scheme for my last card. Now on this one, I wanted to show you how you could make the flowers a bit more dramatic as well. So I've actually taken the large and the small from my sets, scrunched them up and layered them in together to give you more layers on each of your flowers. So they are double the height of a standard one using the large and the small in each of these. Behind it we've just got a die cut and one of the large doilies. We've got the gems or the pearls off of that sheet once again, and then tucked over this side we've got another one of the sentiments as well from your bundle. So that's all 4 of your colourways. Now, if your mind is spinning, like I possibly would be if I'm being honest, and you simply don't know which one to purchase, as I said earlier, we do have another bonus offer for you. Now, being a Sunday showcase, we always like to tempt you that little bit more. So we have our standard mega bundle. And our mega bundle for this week is that you can buy one of each of the boxes, so that's every colour set, for just £50. Now don't forget that these boxes should normally be worth £32 each, so you're getting over £120 worth of value, a bit higher than that in fact, for just £50, which makes the boxes obviously only £12.50 each in that sense, and obviously each box is giving you at least £32 worth of stuff. So it really is an incredible offer, and it will give you over 80 packets of pieces to play with. Now, the collections do vary slightly. We have done our very best to keep all of the boxes identical, but there are slight changes through some of them. So do be warned, you might not get exactly what you see here, but we have done our very best to give you as close to this as we can. We expect these boxes will sell out very quickly. Our Sunday showcases have been going wild over the last few weeks. We keep reminding you all that you can buy internationally and you can click and collect, and that really has made a massive spike in sales, and these things are selling out within 24 hours. If the same happens with our boxes this week as it has done the last couple of weeks, we will do our very best to get more of them as soon as we can, but we are very aware that that will highly likely mean the contents will change slightly. So if you are watching this video a little later than its launch, do go on our website and have a little look at the current boxes, and we will picture everything that you're getting in a current standard box. Again, contents may vary slightly, but we will do as best as we can to keep them to the picture you've actually seen or the video you've watched currently for your first orders. Now, as I say, you can click and collect. If you do wish to order online, you can pop on our website, you can pick any of the items you want. It doesn't have to be a Sunday Showcase item, it can be anything at all. You can then go through, you can actually pay for it if you wish to, and you can pay via PayPal or you can pay via card, and then you can opt for click and collect. It will take the postage P&P charge off of your order, and you can pick whether you wanted to collect it from our Lowestoft store. If you do wish to collect it from our Yarmouth store, just pick Lowestoft, but in the comments tell us you want to collect it from Yarmouth. Sadly, our website doesn't allow us to have multiple click and collect places, but if you tell us that you want it in Yarmouth instead of Lowestoft, we can easily do that for you. One of the nice bits a lot of people have been saying is sometimes we have more money in our PayPal account than we do in our purse or our wallet, so it's quite nice that we can pop on, click and collect, pay for it via PayPal, and then you can come in and collect it whenever you wish to. We will email you the moment that your parcel is ready to be collected, and we will hold on to it for as long as you need to come and get it. Equally, if you don't wish to click and collect, you can post in the comments on our YouTube or on our Facebook. Tell us the items that you would like and the store you wish to collect from, and we will hold them for you for up to 7 days. Now, with Sunday Showcase items, they do have to be collected by 5 PM of the Saturday that the offers end. Luckily this week we don't have an end date. We don't expect that they're going to make it as far as Saturday, and if they do, as I said, we will try our best to get more of them in. But don't hesitate, get in there while you can. They are a while stocks last item. As I said to you earlier, this is bankrupt stock we're dealing with, so there isn't a never-ending supply of it, so do get it while you can. If you've enjoyed today's video, which I sincerely hope you have, please don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. We've this week hit the milestone of 430 subscribers, which is just wonderful. Thank you very much to all of you who have done that. If you also wish to, you can give us a thumbs up on there. And all of the cards and projects you've seen today will be on our Pinterest page as well. So if you are a Pinterest user, you can pop on there and pin them, which means you can go back to them at any time and have a little look at what we've created. Equally, our videos are never removed, so if you do decide in a few weeks' time or months' time that you want to look at our ideas again, please don't hesitate to go back and have a little look at them. Once again, just as a reminder, your £15 boxes, as you can see, you're scanning over them now. You've got your purple box, which is code 1, your white box, which is code 2, box 2. We have a pink box, which is box 3. And then lastly, your black box, which is box 4. If you do wish to buy all 4 of them, you can do for just £50, which of course only makes them £12.50 a box. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I look forward to seeing you all next Sunday when we will release another video and another special offer for you, as we do every Sunday all year long. Thanks again for watching. See you then. Bye.